Pancho, Pancheeto, tú eres mi amorcito. Ay, Pancho, Pancheeto, tú eres mi amorcito. Ay, Pancho, ay, Pancho.
Warning, the following videos aren't intended to hurt and or bully anyone. It's solely my job in salvation to report on what's going on with the YouTube community and give my opinion because my opinion matters. Sorry about that. Weenie Hut Jr. discretion is advised.
Look at the comment of whoever asked her this. Shyla, how do you feel about what's her face taking part in her silence? How do you feel about what's her face taking part in trying to silence you, but she was pushing so hard for her story to be told? I don't trust her. Why would you say what's her face when you know damn well her name is Catherine? Shyla, how do you feel about what's her face? What's her face, bro? You know damn well her name is Catherine. Chill out, dude.
Or thoughts on things that I am not directly affected by or have not been directly involved in. Does that make sense? And it's just not my style to kick someone while they're down, even though I've been kicked while I'm down. But that's just not who I am. But I think you should always practice discernment. I think that's a great skill. I don't think you should trust everything. There's a great quote. What is it? Everything you hear is an opinion, not a fact. And something like that. Do you know what I'm talking about? And I think you should always exercise it. I think you should never take things at face value because most of the time things are not at face value. So obviously don't believe everything you hear. I don't think I want to say anything or anything mean or anything, you know, I'd rather just be quiet.
Thank you, Shyla, for giving us input. I think I just lost 2 minutes of my life that I'm never going to give back. You gave us absolutely nothing, but I really do appreciate that. Now, real quick, hold on. Let me look up. I want to see when Catherine actually called out Shyla, because a lot of people are talking about that Shyla dismissed her. I mean, Catherine. So let's see. Let's go back and see in time.
Honest and vulnerable, upfront with you guys, just real and like authentic in the way that I know I can be. So I want to get on here and talk to you guys about Shyla and what she's been saying.
So remember, a lot of people are upset at Catherine. What I've been seeing in the comments in TikTok, a lot of people are upset at Catherine. Damn, why she look like that? She look like she on agua fresca right now. But a lot of people are upset at Catherine and not really taking her serious because she was dismissing Shyla. Like she was calling basically Shyla LaBeouf the cuckoo. So I want to go back in time, you know what I'm saying, having a Raven moment, and go back in time to check out what she had to say. Now let's see what Catherine had to say towards Shyla back in the day.
The lies that she's been spreading, and I find that like in life, there's like a way of handling things, and then there's a way that you go about things, and you get the consequences. And I feel like Shyla just going on the internet and just being super immature and saying,
damn, did she at her too? Catherine was feeling a little bit bold, bro. Look at the top right there. She said, at Shyla. Eres brava, Catherine, Little Mermaid. Eres bravita.
Things that aren't true and not coming to me personally. If you have a problem with me, you gotta come to me personally. Like, that's like my go-to. Like, when I got a problem with someone, I call them up. That's kind of like my personality. That's kind of my vibe. That's how I do things. And I've called you, Shyla, before when I had a problem with you 2 years ago. When you made a video about my skincare line, I called you that night. And I texted.
Which, keep in mind, I think all that Shyla did was give her truthful opinion about your skincare. Right, chat? Is that all that Shyla did back in the day? All she did was give her truthful opinion about the skincare, and I think Catherine got upset. Like, bro, why can't people be honest nowadays? It don't matter if she's your sister-in-law. She ain't gonna lie. If the product is boo-boo, the product is boo-boo.
Texted you, and that's kind of like my vibe. Like, that's how I do things. So if you got a problem with me, let's talk about it, right? I was thinking about it, and you know, I'm not impulsive like she is. I really just like sit with my thoughts and really think about things and analyze it, and that's just kind of the personality that I am. So
didn't she also say in her podcast she said she doesn't do communication? Isn't that what she said? That's what you said, right, Sis and Narrows? So how is she now saying that she will talk to you one-on-one, but in the podcast that she recently dropped, she said she don't really got too good of a communication?
So when she had said all these like negative, dark lies about my family, I was thinking about it and I was like, wow, like I actually pray for this person. Like
You're praying for her, Prima. I think you need the prayers. Because she's saying basically what Shyla was saying about all the cheating stuff, all this blah, blah, blah. For once, wasn't Shyla LaBeouf the one telling the truth? So, what the flying Dublin?
I do silent prayers all the time. And I send her good vibes. I've been doing since I can remember. And it's showing, and she's like telling on herself. Like she's showing her true colors. And it's like, it's so obvious. So to get straight to the point, the other night Austin went to the gym like he always does. He's in camp right now, so he's training for a fight, and he had a sparring. So he invited the whole family. His dad was there, our son was there, his friends. I couldn't make it because I had something going on, so I stayed home with the girls. And if you see me, if you could physically see me right now, if you're watching this video, you know that what I do for a living is content. So I've been on YouTube for a very long time. And I make content and we film for a living, and you know, we've shared glimpses of our lives. We don't share as much anymore just because of that's kind of where we're at. To be honest with you, if I didn't have this many eyes on me, I probably would be sharing a lot more. But yeah, that's just kind of where we're at. And so he was at the gym, he was making content like he always does, and he made this very innocent video of him kind of going towards our son and Shyla's daughter, Solene, who's his niece, Austin's niece. And she was kind of in the background, you couldn't really see her, she's kind of like to the side, and then he kind of focuses on our son, and very cute, like innocent video.
Oh, okay, so I could see where Shyla got mad. So if you guys don't remember, or if you guys don't know, Landon and the whole, basically, Mcbroom family is not allowed to show Shyla LaBeouf's kid. Because Shyla LaBeouf wants to protect her kid and her privacy, which I think she has all the right to. She doesn't want to monetize the kid out of this, unlike others, right? I mean, if they decided to monetize their kid, that's fine. But Shyla didn't want to. So for her to say that Austin was just doing a little bit of an innocent video, no, you should be more careful if a parent doesn't want a kid to be seen online.
So Shyla, respectfully, being the hawk that she is, watching every single one of our stories and our videos and trying to find an opportunity to speak on our name and continuously disrespect us and slander us and say these really hurtful and untruthful things, she goes on the internet and starts to claim that my husband tried to kill somebody and that I had IVF treatment for my third pregnancy, which are all very, very untrue things. There's a couple more things that are just untrue. I don't even remember what she said. But this is the time that it comes to an end, and I'm going to share.
Chat, what's an IBF Profen? What did she say? IBF Profen? She was taking ibuprofen when she was pregnant? What's bad with that? Isn't ibuprofen for painkillers? What did she say? Ibuprofen or something?
Here's how I feel. So she claims that her daughter is being used for clout. All right, so let's discuss this. Shyla, I don't know if you know what clout is, okay? So there's a difference between clout and then family, right? So you got a family that's, you know, they're well known, they have a lot of eyes on them, and you know, we started YouTube. We didn't know we were going to be as successful as we are. We did it with pure intentions. Everything happened so naturally and so pure and so real. I love my job. I love what I do. And you, Shyla, you jumped on the bandwagon, and that's what you started to do. And you did it for many years. And all of a sudden, when your relationship ended, when Landon broke up with you, you decided that because it wasn't in your favor anymore, that you were going to decide that, you know, your daughter is clout now, which doesn't make any sense. Family.
Damn! She said when Landon left your ass. What? Yo, Catherine was a little bit lethal back in the day. So you can tell here she definitely hasn't had her daily agua fresca. She's coming off a little bit aggressive. Take your agua fresca, prima.
Family is family, and I'm sorry if like that's how you see it through your goggles, like that it's being clout, but it's just, it is what it is. Like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. If Solene is never a part of our family, if she's not at our parties and hanging out with our cousins and going to the beach with us and having a good time and growing up with us and learning and growing, then you would say 5 years from now that, oh, they never loved her, they never care, nobody cares. And the truth is that we all love our family. Every single person in our family, we love them very much. And that's one of the reasons why we're so successful, is because we put family first. And that's been the kind of people that we've been and transmitted for a long time. And so for you to use that word, it's very hurtful, because it's the very opposite of clout. If anything, you're creating attention for clout. I understand.
Damn, bro. I could see why Shyla probably didn't like her. Imagine you calling her a clout chaser. Damn, I can see why. Damn, bro. That's like the 4th time she called Shyla a clout chaser in this video.
And that, you're telling the world that you don't want your daughter on the internet anymore, that you've grown, that, you don't like that, which I have complete respect for. I feel like that's a beautiful thing if that's what you decide you want to do. But you're also very contradicting. So let's just make that clear. So then you proceed and you say some lies, and you say that I had IVF treatment for my 3rd child to have a boy, and that's 1000% not true. I don't know if you believe in God, if you pray to God, but God, right? Like, that's the reason why I have my children. I was able to conceive 3 children. I wanted them back to back. Where that came from, I don't get the purpose of it. I can't grasp it. Like, I'm sorry, I just don't know. But what I will say is I find it very disrespectful to women all around the world who literally cannot conceive a child on their own, and they have to do treatments like IVF. And I find that IVF is hiding, like, after working on my family, my marriage, my relationships, my friendships, raising a household, like doing so much, and yet I'm supposed to be doing IVF treatments just so that I could have my husband off. We have no idea who my husband is. You've never known us like that, and for you to just like say something so dark and evil is really scary. And I just find that was completely out of line, and this is mainly the reason why I'm making this video, is because you need to be stopped, and you really do need to heal. You need to stop pretending that you're healed, and you really have to look inwards.
Isn't that crazy coming from her? Because if we're looking at the time, the time frame, she's not healed herself. So how are you going to tell someone else to heal when you clearly told us in that podcast right about this time you're really going through it? So I don't get how you're telling Shyla to heal when you need to self-reflect, because you're the one going through it right about now.
And I can help you, literally, like, I do not mind to help you through this, but this has got to stop.
That's a crazy thing to say. How are you going to help somebody if you haven't helped? Like, bro, this is right about the time you knew about all the cheating and stuff. How are you going to help someone else if you can't help yourself? Isn't that crazy, chat? That she's telling Shyla, you need help. You need to self-care and, be self-happy with yourself. But during this whole time, you're getting cheated on, which you are aware of. You're not happy in your relationship because this is all in the same time frame.
I'm going to bring this one up, but you said you claim that our family is broke. So that's like one of like the famous like narratives that the internet loves to talk about. And to be honest with you, I know that like your supporters, like the people that are supporting you, genuinely only have one thing in common with you, and that's your lies. Oh, actually two. Your lies, and then that you don't like us. Literally, those are the only things that your supporters have in common with you. And that's the truth. And your lies have gotten so deep. It's so deep that you continuously, you're like making this like monster, and it's literally not who you are. Like, I know that for a fact. Like, that can't be who you are. I get that money is your number one motivator. It's all you talk about. It's all you think about. It's literally like it was all that your relationship was about. I get it that, towards the end, that's all you cared about. And I'm not even going to go into details because really, like, this is none of my business. But the truth is that if you don't understand what money truly is, you will never make money, because money is an energy exchange and it comes in like waves. Okay, and that's what we are. We are energy. So it's what you do with the money. It's how you get it. It's how you react. It's how you learn from it.
I need to have a lot of energy exchange then. Whatever she just said, in order for money to be coming in, I need to have energy. I need money. Because what the flying doing did she just say? Energy exchange? Well, I don't know where. I need to start be feeling energized so that money can start balling in.
And it's so far away from you, like the and I'm sticking up for my family. I'm the backbone of my family. Literally, like, I just found out yesterday that I have a collapsed disc, and like, so some give me a Landon being abusive, and you know that that's not true. And you gotta let that go. You have an amazing father to your daughter, and you need to start like accepting that this is your reality and that you created it, because this is all done by you, and accept that, you know, things didn't go how you wanted, and that's it. Like,
you know, I wish the interviewer would have asked her, what's your thoughts on Landon Mcbroom? I wonder what Catherine feels right about now versus back then about Landon. Does she feel the same way? Because she's defending Landon like crazy right here.
I don't know what else to say. Like, you were so happy when Landon got cancer. You were the happiest you'd ever been. Everyone said it. There's so many witnesses, and that's the reason why he didn't want to be with you. And because it messed with your money and what you were doing, you got really upset, and that's why you created this false narrative. And one thing about me is that I'm a girl's girl. So I support women, I advocate for women, I help women on a daily basis.
She's a girl's girl, but did she not support the victims that Cole came out with? Didn't she call them liars? Bro, what the flag you doing? She didn't believe those girls when they came out. What?
It's like, I'm all about women, empowerment, and that's my vibe. That's who I am, right? But I also know that there can be a lot of darkness to women, and some women take advantage of very innocent men, and they use their power to get what they want. And I think that it's very unfair what you've been doing to Landon, and you need to stop. I'm not saying Landon's like a saint, like he's the most perfect person in the world and he has got nothing to work on. We all have something to work on. Even I do. Everybody does. There's no perfect human. Perfection doesn't even exist. But the truth is that you've really taken this out of line, and it needs to stop. What kind of person you are, go out the window, to be dismissed, right? You're literally taking advantage of very vulnerable women who have literally been abused. You're diminishing a woman's abuse. Like, you don't know what it's like to be in a kitchen, like just doing dishes, and your husband walks in and slaps you across the face with a pan for no reason. Like, you don't know how it feels to go through that. And for you to say that you were abused is so wrong, and it's not okay. And I'm sorry, but you pushed the line, and it's time for this to be out.
Damn, bro. So we're going to stop right there because Catherine can ramble for a minute. I'm going to end the stream here for you guys. I will be back on tomorrow.